Hello and thanks for watching another episode of ARFCOM News, your source for the finest 2A propaganda brought to you by TNVC.com. Today I want to tell you about the GOA win for Spooky Boys, Federal's new carry round, and that awkward moment when the Mexican government is less corrupt than the US government. Remember when the ATF sold guns to Mexican coke dealers, which were later used against federal agents, and everyone involved was held accountable? I don't. Over a decade after the AFT smuggled guns to cartels to prove that guns were being smuggled to cartels, not one AFT agent has felt any criminal penalties whatsoever, despite the fatal consequences of their actions. Well, the wheels of justice may grind slowly in Mexico, but at least they're moving. They're finally getting round to charging Genaro Garcia Luna, who was the top cop in Mexico at the time of Fast and Furious, as well as 6 other government officials and cartel members. But I repeat myself, a more cynical person than I might point out the only reason these people are seeing charges even now is that every single one of them is already serving time for other crimes, but the fact they're even being charged at all is still more than our own government has done. TNVC.com, night vision devices for people who need gratuitous amounts of seeing in the dark. With all new flavors like sour apple green phosphor, white cherry phosphor, and beer. Seeing, you'll be good at it. Science, night vision, science, night vision. TNVC night vision is made with real dark matter. You'll be so good at seeing, you'll be able to see through time. Can I interest you gentlefolk in some good news for a change? Gun owners of America and their pipe-hitting attorneys just secured a temporary injunction against Philadelphia's Spooky Boy ban. Back in March, the Philadelphia City Council passed an ordinance banning the sale or possession of homemade guns or tools used to make homemade guns, except by federally licensed gun dealers. That municipal ordinance flies directly in the face of the United States Constitution and Pennsylvania's preemption statute, and the Court of Common Pleas of Philadelphia County agreed, issuing an injunction preventing the city of Philadelphia from enforcing their shiny new Spooky Boy ban. But this is only a temporary win, and the GOA still needs to argue the case successfully, and that takes a whole herd of freshly fed and watered lawyers. So please consider donating to the GOA to help them keep bringing the fight to the steppers. All you have to do is pause this video and open a separate tab, go to donate.gunowners.org and give generously. Come on, you know you were just going to spend that money on a roll of period correct 100-mile-an-hour tape for your Black Hawk Down Delta Force clone anyway. Industry news. Have you heard about the new 30 Super Carry from Federal? It's like 30 Carbine's younger, less motivated brother. I know lots of folks are criticizing Federal for releasing a brand new cartridge as we are still recovering from an ammo shortage, but I, for one, think this new cartridge is just the thing to replace my .327 Magnum. I mean, sure, it is smaller and less powerful than 9mm, but you have to consider it's also more expensive and harder to find in stock. And while some of you might be concerned there won't be many guns chambered for the new cartridge, I want to point out there are twice as many gun makers supporting this new cartridge as there were supporting .45 Gap at the time of its launch, and look how successful that cartridge has been. Besides, would you rather be able to buy lots and lots of ammo to train and plink with so you can effectively place hits in the bad guy's boiler room, or just have 2 extra rounds in the magazine? I think it's obvious that an extra 2 rounds is enough to make up for any deficiency in marksmanship, and training is like work and stuff. But when I read him the script for this segment, my boss told me I needed to be fair and have a little less snark. And okay, well, a lot less snark. So I came up with a few nice things to say about this new cartridge. I guess to start with, the 30 Super Carry is new, and I can't go around talking about how I wish there was some real innovation in the firearms industry and then poo-poo everything that comes out that's actually new. And the defense flavor of the Super Carry has an HST at the front end, which is an outstanding bullet, and the diameter of expanded 30 Super Carry is close to the diameter of expanded 9mm. And let's be honest, Splitting hairs about the terminal effect for handgun bullets is like comparing the flavor of Bud Light and Miller Lite. They're both pretty weak sauce. What matters most is where you put them, so having a couple more in the mag does give you a couple more opportunities to get them where they need to go. What do you guys think? Is the 30 Super Carry an answer in search of a question that nobody asked, or is it the next greatest thing for concealed carry? Comment below. If you're building out a precision rifle right now, this next one might be just the ticket. Vortex has announced a new Razor HD Gen 3 with a magnification range of 6 to 36 power and a 56mm objective lens. It features the EBR-7D Christmas tree reticle in the first focal plane, and it is available in both MOA and milliradian flavors. Tube diameter is 34mm, and it features the same locking exposed turrets with LTEC Zero Stop as other scopes in this line. The MSRP is $4,000. Well, friends, that's all I have for you today, but before I go, I just want to take the time to remind you to please stop and check and see whether you're still subscribed to our channel. As you know, our robot overlords in the tube of yous know what we want better than we could possibly know for ourselves, so they just go ahead and unsubscribe viewers from any channels they think express wrongthink, like this one. Censorship makes puppies cry, and Captain America is very disappointed. So don't forget to check every now and then just to be sure you're still subscribed to us. And while you're at it, make sure you ring that notification bell so you never miss a word of our gun rights propaganda. And if you want to get email alerts for the best deals, the projects we're working on, and the hottest stuff you missed on the ARFCOM forums, you'll also find a Linktree link down there in the doobly-doo for our newsletter. And remember, if you want to help us keep bringing you banger content like this, please support the folks who support us. Not only does TNVC.com give you night vision with that cool, refreshing, never bitter taste that goes down smooth, they also have mounts, lights, gear, training, and all sorts of stuff to make you the bump in the night. I love you.